Hello everyone, good morning. Can anyone confirm audible or not? Can you hear me? So, any newcomers who is joining from today onwards? Any newcomers are there in this batch? Any newcomers who is joining from today onwards? Raise your hand or say yes. Only one person. Newcomers who is joining from today onwards. Who is joining from today onwards? Just open your chart window, say yes. Otherwise, you can raise your hand. 2 members. Only 2 members, remaining all or attended last 2 demo sessions. Okay then. Okay. 2 members, just wait. Okay. End of the class we can discuss. What we discussed in the last 2 classes we can discuss. Okay, end of the class. Okay, just wait. Last 2 classes simply we discussed about what content we are going to cover as part of our course. That's it. Okay, those things only we covered. I will provide you those 2 class videos. Just you can go through that one. We'll discuss today. End of the class, we'll discuss. Okay. Okay then. Let me open our workspace folder. Okay. Before that, can you install the softwares in your machines? Visual Studio Code is the software. Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is the software. Okay, just install this software. Okay. From where you can install, go to the google.com. Just type Visual Studio Code. The first search item, if you observe, Visual Studio Code. Okay, just click on that first search item. You can download and you can install it. You can download and you can install it. Once you install in your machine, you can see one icon in the search. Okay. Visual Studio Code. See this. Okay, this is the icon for the Visual Studio Code. You can keep this icon in your taskbar or on desktop, your wish. Okay, just click on this icon. Once you install, okay, just click on this icon. Now you can see this window. This is your graphical user interface. This is your GUI, Visual Studio Code GUI. Here, file, edit, selection, there has multiple menu items are there. Okay, down you can see there has 3 sections. Observe, 3 sections are there. In the left side, one column, see this. Okay, multiple icons you can see here. What these icons represents and everything we'll discuss. The second section, if you observe, okay, here your workspace folder you can load it. My third section here, in the folder which files are there, that files content you can view here. Okay, already I created one workspace folder for our batch. Okay, the workspace folder in my classes folder, our workspace folder name is what? React 15.6.2023. Let me open this workspace folder in the Visual Studio Code. So how we can open? Go to File, Open Folder. Okay, go to our folder location. In the My Classes, this is my folder. Just click on the folder, select folder button. Now, see this. Whatever the folder you selected, that is open in the second section or not. First section, icons, we'll discuss later. In my second section, your workspace folder opened or not. In my third section, okay, now see, in my second section, this is the folder we have, one file is there, right? If I click on the file, that content opened my third section. See this. Okay, now here, okay, newcomers, my name is Srinu. This course is like 60 hours duration. Total course duration is like 60 hours. As part of our course, the prerequisites are like HTML and CSS, okay, as well as JavaScript we are going to discuss, and then we are going to start with React, and then all this stuff. Okay, end of the class I will show you what content we are going to deliver. Okay, newcomers. Okay, we completed like 2 sessions. Okay, those 2 sessions, just it's a kind of interaction sessions only. What content we are going to deliver as part of this course we discussed. So today, end of the class, okay, give me 10 minutes so that I'm going to explain you what we discussed in the last 2 classes. Okay, come on. Now come to our actual session. Today's our session is like we are going to start with HTML. We are going to start with HTML. Okay, let's start. I have one simple requirement. For example, if you want to register Gmail account, if you want to create a Gmail account, first, how we can create a Gmail account? First, you are going to open your browser. In the browser, in the address bar, okay, you type something like this: www.gmail.com/signup, like this. What is this URL? What is this slash? All these things we'll discuss at the time of Ajax. Okay, now don't think more about this URL. Now here, at the time of loading this particular URL in your browser, you can see one page or not. Yes or no? One second. These are the last 2 class video sessions. Newcomers, I will share these 2 videos with you. Just wait. Okay, let's come back to our session. Here, one form you can see. Okay, username, next password. Okay, the next one is like first name. Okay, last name, address, gender, like this. At last, you have one button called as a sign up. Here in your form, you can create any number of input controls. Text box, password field, gender is nothing but radio button, checkbox, address, text area, like this. You can create any number of fields based on your requirement. How to create these fields and everything we'll discuss. We have one topic is there, input controls. Now my requirement here, at the time of clicking on this particular sign up button, this data somewhere we are going to store, right? Where we are going to store the data in general, in your application development, in your database. In your database, we are going to store the data. Database. Now, this form is there, right? Username, text box, password, text box, first name and address. This form, where we can see where it is loaded inside the browser. Got my point? See, inside the browser, this content loaded or not? The whole, this is what a content. Inside the browser, this whole content loaded or not? If you want to load the content inside the browser, first of all, that content you have to prepare, right? Yes or no? First of all, that content you have to prepare or not? In my browser, there has some content loaded. Open the browser. See, this is the browser. This much content loaded. Yes or no? This is loaded means somebody has to prepare the content, okay, and then only we can load it, right? Without content, what I can load? First, you need to prepare this content or not to load inside the browser. So my question is, how we can create some content or templates which loaded inside the browser? How we can prepare those templates means we can prepare those templates by using some client-side technologies. By using what? Client-side technologies. Okay, what content? Want to prepare some content which is loaded inside the browser. That is an important. Okay, prepare some content which is loaded inside the browser. That content I can prepare by using what? By using client-side technologies. Can anyone tell me some client-side technologies? What you know? There has multiple client-side technologies are there. Okay, HTML come under client-side technology. Okay, CSS also loaded inside the browser. JavaScript also loaded inside the browser. On top of JavaScript, there has some libraries are there, some frameworks are there. Those all are okay used for what? Okay, come under client-side technologies only, used to prepare this content which is rendered inside the browser. Got my point? All are agreed with me? By using client-side technologies, I can prepare some content, okay, that can be loaded inside the browser. That can be loaded inside the browser. So which client-side technologies are there? There has multiple client-side technologies are there. Okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. On top of JavaScript, there has a library is the React. Okay, there has one more library, okay, one more framework is there like an Angular. These all are come under client-side technologies which are used to prepare the content rendered inside the browser. Okay, so as part of our sessions, we are going to use, okay, React to prepare what? To prepare this content and render inside the browser. So our goal is what? By using React, I want to prepare some content. That content may be anything. Okay, login form, registration form, online test, whatever it is. I want to prepare the content based on my requirement that should be rendered inside the browser. Got the point? Okay, then by using React, I prepared this particular content rendered inside the browser. Now I enter some data, username, password, and first name. At the time of clicking on the sign up button, this whole data should store where? Inside the database or not? Inside the database. But the thing is, the technologies which are running inside the browser, the technologies which are used to prepare the content running inside the browser, those are not having the capability to communicate with the database directly. So this communication directly, it is not possible. That means client-side technologies directly not able to communicate with the database. Okay, the content which is rendered inside the browser, that is prepared by using client-side technologies, those are not having the capability to communicate with the database directly. Then that time, how I can store this data within the database? Some other person help is required or not? So in between, there has some other person help is required. Who is that guy? That guy name is like a server-side application help is required. Got my point? Server-side application help is required. So now my React application, okay, my React is a client-side technology. By using these client-side technologies, I can create a client-side applications. So my client app communicate with whom now? Okay, my server-side application or not? How we can create this server-side application, you know, by using some server-side technologies like Java, .NET, PHP, Python. Okay, the next one is like a Node.js. The next one is like a Salesforce. Okay, like this, multiple server-side technologies are there. as part of our course, we are going to create one server-side application by using Node.js. Means my React client-side application communicate with my Node server-side application or not. As part of our course, I'm telling. My React client-side application communicate with my Node server-side application. My Node server-side application has the capability to communicate with the database and insert your data within the database. So my Node application communicate with my database, right? Which database we are going to use as part of our course? You know, MongoDB is the database. MongoDB is my database. Got my point? So once this guy inserted the data within the database and is inserted properly or not inserted, he has to give the message or response back to my client application or not. Got my point? So my client application, which is created by using React, communicate with my server-side application Node.js. Okay, that is communicate with the database MongoDB and insert the data and give the response back to my client or not. So here I use it like React application. In future, that client application may be Angular, maybe Vue, maybe core HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That can be anything which is rendered inside the browser. My client communicate with the server application. Terminology wise, we can say like a request. My server communicate with the client application. Terminology wise, we can say like a response. Now, if anybody asks why we go for React by seeing this particular flow, where exactly we are going to use React? Okay, that is only right. Okay, that there only right. We are going to use like React. In this particular flow, tell me where exactly we are going to use. My React we are going to use to prepare or to create a client-side application which is running inside the browser or not. Okay, React which is used to prepare my client-side applications which are rendered inside the browser or not. Now, if you observe here, okay, three things are there, three sections: client application, server-side application, database. Okay, now here the client application always running where? Inside the browser, right? Okay, in my client and server communication application, if my client is always running inside the browser, that type of applications we can say like a web applications. In my client and server communication application, if my client is always running inside the browser, that type of applications what we can say web applications or not. In my web application development, React where exactly we are going to use to create a client-side application or not. Got my point? All are agree with me? Yes or no? So why we go for React? If anybody asks, we are going to use React in my web application development as part of what? Client side or not? To develop a client side application or not? What is web application? The web application we can say like a client and server communication application where my client is always run inside the browser. Where my client always run inside the browser or not. That kind of applications what we can say web applications or not. So if you observe here, there is multiple client-side technologies are there. Okay, one of the technology like a React. This React is built on top of what? JavaScript only. It is a library. It is a library. They built on top of JavaScript. So by using JavaScript for my requirement, 100 lines of code is required. By using React, the same requirement I can do by using 50 lines or 30 lines. To load 100 lines of code by using JavaScript you written, right? To load it, for example, it's take like 2 minutes. By using React, we can do it by using 30 seconds. Okay, the rendering time inside the browser. Got my point? So before start with React, inside internally React is going to use Okay, this stuff only, HTML, CSS, JavaScript only. So that, okay, before start with React, you should have minimum idea on HTML and CSS and JavaScript. Okay, that's the reason HTML and CSS we are going to cover as part of our sessions. There is no prerequisites. Okay, nothing. There is no need to learn outside. Okay, everything we are going to discuss as part of our course only. Okay, JavaScript, say this, these many topics we are going to cover, but JavaScript and React go like parallel. Got my point? Okay, let's start with HTML. Okay, come on. So by seeing this flow, what you can say, my HTML commander client side or tech server side is a client side, which is running where, inside the browser or not, which is running inside the browser or not. Okay, now let me save this. Yeah, which is running inside the browser. So before that, before start with HTML, can anyone tell me how to write one simple hello world program by using C or Java? How we can write it? Okay, let's take like C, everyone knows, right? Okay, how we can write? First, you need to create one file like hello with the extension of C, with the extension of C. And then what we can do? We are going to write some source code. Okay, that is not required for me. Okay, after that, to display hello world, I written some code. After that, come on, if it is a C program or Java program, then I can get the output. You need to compile your code or not. You need to compile your code or not. For what purpose we are going to compile? Whether you follow the syntactical rules or not. To check, we need to compile it or not. Okay, once my compilation is done, okay, and then we can run our program and we can see the output or not. This is the process for any programming language or not, like Java, .NET, or yes or no? Yes or no? First you created one file with a .c extension, you return some piece of code, you compile it, and then you run it, and you can see the output. Okay, now the same hello world program I want to prepare, I want to create by using HTML. Okay, same story. Okay, first you need to create one file or not. Can I create one file? Hello, the extension should be what? .html. .html. Now C is a programming language, right? My HTML stands for what, you know? Hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Okay. So I created one hello.html file. Here also, okay, you can write your source code to display what? Hello world. Okay, and then come on, and then compile your program, and then you need to run it or not. But in your programming languages, once you written the code, first you compile and then you run. But my HTML is not a programming language, it is a markup language or not, hypertext markup language. Okay, if it is like a markup language, whatever the code you written, here there is no compilation, nothing. Directly you can run your program or not. That's it. That is the main difference between programming language and markup language. In my markup language, there is no compilation, nothing. If the compilation is not there, what we missed? You followed the syntactical rules or not followed, no one is there to check or not. That means, okay, you followed or not followed the syntactical rules and guidelines. Okay, no one is there to check. Whatever the code you written, that is going to render or that is going to run or not. Yes or no? In my HTML, come on. Why? Because no compilation is there. It's a markup language. There is no compilation. All are okay? Yes or no? If you want to see the output, some environment is required, right? Okay, command prompt. Okay, turbo command prompt. Okay, some terminal is required to see the output or not. Same like that, where I can see the output for my HTML. By seeing this, HTML is like a client side technology. Those are run inside where? Those are run inside where? You prepare some content, that content rendered where? Inside the browser or not? That's the reason my HTML, whatever the code you written, that code output where we can see, those are run inside the browsers or not. Those are run inside the browser. So can we create one simple HTML file? Can we see the output inside the browser by running that HTML? Okay, let's do it. Now see, here in the Visual Studio Code, as I said, 3 columns, 3 sections are there, right? In my second section, first section icons are there, we'll see later. In my second section, come here. I want to create one file. Okay, I want to create one file. Okay, let me close it. If I hover my second section, see this, there has 4 icons are visible. If I come outside, those are not visible. See, if I hover, 4 icons are visible or not. If I come out from the second section, it is not visible. Okay, if I come into the second section, these 4 icons are visible. First one, okay, can you see that? Tooltip, new file. Second one, new folder. Third one, refresh. Fourth one, collapse and X. Now the first one is like a new file, right? Can I click on the new file? Now you can see in the editable mode, okay, one file is visible to enter the name. So can I enter my file is like hello. The extension, I want to create one HTML file. My extension is like what? HTML or not? Yes. My hello.html gets created or not? As I said, it is a markup language. Whatever the code you written, okay, anyone is there to check whether you are following the syntactical rules or not? Is there anyone is there to check? Is there anyone is there to check? No one is there. You are following the syntactical rules or you are not following, no one is there to check. If no one is there to check, directly we can run this one or not. Where you can run? Where I can run? Okay, now if you come to our folder, just now you created this hello file or not? If you observe this icon, say this is my default browser icon. The extension, the type, if you observe, see this HTML document or not? All the HTML documents are going to run inside the browser. Now my default browser in my machine, it's a Chrome, so that it's saved like a Chrome HTML document. Now I want to run this one. So right click on this one. Now open in the Chrome browser. If you want to open any other browsers also, we can see the options. Now I want to open in my Chrome. Now click on this open button. Okay, now see this. Whatever the code you written, that is visible inside the browser or not? Yes or no? Come on. That is rendered inside the browser or not? All are okay. That is rendered inside the browser or not? Now, this is my browser space. Okay, now I'm doing one thing. Just right click on your browser. Okay, just right click on your browser. If I give the right click, there has multiple options you can see here. Are you able to see the multiple options? Last option. What is my last option? Inspect. Inspect. If I click on the last option, see this, there has one more window opened or not? Observe. There has one more window opened or not? Okay, let me close it this one. Closed. Right click on your browser. On your browser, just do right click. Right click on your browser. Okay, last option is what? Inspect. Just click on the inspect. Then that time you can see one window here. This window, terminology wise, we can say like a developer console window. Terminology wise, what we can say, developer console window. In my window, there has multiple tabs also. You can observe here. See this, multiple tabs are there. Can you spell out? Elements tab is there, console tab is there, source tab is there, network tab, application tab, performance, memory. Like this, multiple tabs are there. As a UI developer, at least you should know the important first 5 tabs. What, okay, why we go for that? What is the functionality we can handle in the first 5 tabs? Okay, we are going to discuss that. Don't worry about that. Okay, this is called as what? Developer console window. Now, in my browser, I want to open one more tab. Okay, this is like Google. Is my developer console window opened or not opened by default? Here I opened. Okay, I opened the new tab. Is my developer console window opened or not opened? By default, not opened, right? So can I open this one? Yes. Now, if I open one more tab here, see here, the developer console window, okay, is this one. Developer console window is this one. Observe here. If I open this one, if I close this one, is it closed remaining all tabs? No, right? That means my developer console window unique for that particular tab or not? Yes or no? This is independent to that particular tab or not? Yes or no? The developer console window is independent to that particular tab or not? All right, great. Okay, now see this. It is opened in the bottom, right? Okay, not only bottom, you can dock wherever you want, you can place it. See, these are my tabs. Right side, if you come, there has 3 dots. Are you able to see that? 3 dots. Now click on those 3 dots. There has 4 icons are there, dock side. One icon is like highlighted. Which icon highlighted? Third icon. If you observe the third icon, see this. This one you can say like a browser space. Okay, the small space is there, right? That one we can say like your developer console window. So the small space is a developer console window that is in the bottom or not to my browser. Yes or no? So that my developer console window dock in the bottom now. Now, if you want to dock this developer console window, right side and the browser is left side, click on the 4th icon. Now see this, my developer console window docked in the right side or not. Now my developer console window dock left and my browser right, then that time, see this, my developer console window is this one, this is docked in the left and my actual browser in the right side or not. Now the next icon is like, see, developer console window, if you want to separate it, come out from that particular, okay, tab, then that time you can click on this particular icon into a separate window, Got my point? Okay, I want to use the third one. Okay, so dock in the bottom, yes, dock in the bottom. Now this content rendered inside the browser. Why? Because I placed this content. If I remove this one, will it work or it gives me an error? There is no content, nothing is there in my HTML file. Will it work or it gives me an error? As I said, there is no compilation, right? There is no compilation. If it is a Java, if you not write anything, then that time it gives an error. Minimum main method is required like that. But here, no compilation, nothing is there. That's the reason nothing is visible. There is no error, nothing. Got my point? Why? Because HTML is a markup language. There is no compilation. If you have the code, that is going to render inside the browser. If you're not having, nothing is going to render inside the browser or not. Yes or no? Now, if I place like a hello world. Now come here. Can I refresh? Yes, my hello world printed or not? Yes or no? My requirement satisfied or not? But see, no one is there to check. That's okay, fine. If no one is there to check, do you want me to write my code okay how I want? No, right? As a developer, okay, you should have to follow the guidelines or not. If there is no one is there to check also, as a developer for best practice, coding practice, you should have to follow the guidelines or not. What guidelines you want me to follow while writing your HTML code? That is the question or not. Okay, now first 5 tabs I said, right? Okay, let's start with first tab in the elements tab. If I click on the elements tab, what you observe in the elements tab? What you observe in the elements tab? What you observe in the elements tab? In the elements tab, there has 2 sections are there again. See this. Are you able to see? 2 sections are there. What you observe? Okay, let me write d like this. Now, can I refresh? Now see this. See this. One point you have to tell. Very simple, right? Whatever the code you written, that is placed inside, okay, elements tab. In which section? There has multiple sections are there. We'll discuss. But just spell out in which section, whatever the code is there, that code is going to place in the body section or not. Yes or no? Whatever the code you written, okay, that code placed in the body section or not. Okay, that particular code related content only, right, rendered inside the browser. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, that means whatever you written the code that is placed inside the body, that body content only visible to the end user or not. If you want proof, go to Google. Go to Google. Observe here. HTML is there, head is there, body is there. What is this HTML head body? We'll see later. Okay, it's not a big deal. Now see, my statement is there. What is that statement? Whatever the Google people written the code, that is placed inside where? Inside the body. That content only rendered inside the browser, visible to the end user or not. So if my body is not there, is there anything to visible? See, I deleted my body. Is there anything? Is there anything is visible to the end user? Is there anything visible to the end user? Come on. Is there anything visible to the end user? Now go to elements tab. This is my body. Right click on my body. If I click the delete element, body is not there. That means content is not there. Content is not there. Then what is rendered inside the browser? Nothing is there to render inside the browser or not. Yes or no? So in my body section, whatever the code there, that is only rendered inside the browser and visible to the end user or not. All are agreed with my statement? Come on, all are agreed with my statement? Whatever you written the code, that is placed directly in which tag, in which section? Inside the body. Whatever we have inside the body, that is only rendered inside the browser and visible to the end user or not. And visible to the end user or not. If the body is not there, nothing is there to visible. Yes or no? Okay. Now, if I not write anything here, now say this. Say this. As a developer, you can say if nothing is there, okay, if you not write anything also, no problem at all. But if you not write anything, by default, my browser is going to place, okay, these many lines of code. Okay, how many lines of code? 3 lines of code. What is this 3 lines? We'll discuss now. See this. Okay, let me copy this one. Edit as HTML. Now let me paste here. If you observe this code, how it is looks like. How it is looks like. If you see this one, how it is looks like. Okay, HTML and HTML, header, body. But my HTML not immediately closed, right? It is looks like what? Inside the HTML, we have head and body. Can I say like that? By seeing this one. Yes or no? Inside the HTML, we have head and body. Can I say like that? By seeing this one, it is nothing but what? Inside that one, something is there. It's a kind of hierarchy based or not? Yes or no? In my HTML, as I said, no one is there to check. No one is there to compile your code, but you need to follow some guidelines, right? What guidelines you have to follow means whatever the content is there, always that content is like in HTML, it's a tag based approach. You have to keep your content in one tag. What is the tag? You know, in HTML, my tag greater than, less than. Okay, less than, greater than symbol. In between, you can place some text. That is nothing but a tag. Some text, whatever the text, okay, div, span, or like that. Now, greater than, less than symbol, in between some text is there. This is called as a open tag. What is this? Open tag. Now, only open tag is not enough. Okay, if you want to follow guidelines, you have to close this tag somewhere. You have to close this tag somewhere. You have to close this tag. Close this tag. Okay, in between open tag and closing tag, if you want some content, that content you can place it. That content you can place it. So my HTML, what I can say, this is open tag or closing tag. It is a open tag, and this one is what? A closing tag. Closing tag. In between whatever the content you placed, okay, that one I can say like hierarchy based. I said, right? Hierarchy is nothing but parent, children, like that. So my HTML, I can say like a parent element, okay, head and body placed inside the HTML by default. So my head and body, can I say like a children's? Yes or no? Come on. It's a tag based and hierarchy level. Okay, tag based approach. Open and closing tags should be there. Okay, if not there also, no problem at all. But recommended to write the tags. Okay, to place your content. So HTML, open and close. This is my parent element, root element. In between, I place two tags, head and body. So if it is like a hierarchy based, now tell me, who is the children for my HTML? Only one children is the two children are there. Okay, head and body, two children are there. The parent for my head and body are like what? HTML. So can I say head and body has the same parent? Can I say like a siblings, those two? Can I say like a siblings? Yes or no? Got my point? So if you not write anything also, now see this, I written something like this. See, my HTML head and body is visible. If you not write also, okay, see, is it visible or not visible? Yes, it is visible. That means what? If you not write these three tags, my browser is going to place these three tags or not. If you write, my browser is going to take your tags. If you not written, my HTML head and body, my browser is going to place these three as a default tags or not. So anything loaded inside the browser, any page loaded inside the browser, there has three default tags you can find. What are those? HTML, header, and body or not. HTML, header, and body. These are the default tags or not. Yes or no? Any page which is rendered inside the browser. So come here. Now say this. HTML, header, and body. There are not there. Some extra tags may be there. But these three tags there are not there. Yes or no? HTML, head, and body. There are not there. If you placed, my browser take your tags. If you not place, my browser is going to take whose tags? Okay, default tags it is going to place or not. What are those default tags? HTML, header, and body or not. My HTML is like what? Root tag, root element. Okay, there has two siblings are there. What are those? To my head. Okay, in my HTML, two children are there. Two children are there. One is like head, another one is like body. Now you know about the body or not? What is the body? What is the body? Whatever the content you written, that is placed inside the body. Okay, inside the body, whatever it is, that is only rendered inside the browser or not. See the flow. Whatever you written, that is placed inside the body. Whatever the body contains, that is only rendered inside the browser or not. Okay, for example, okay, I said like, if you not write also no problem, but recommended to write some tags. I said, right? Open tag. One of the tag called as H1, hello world. Open tag, closing tag, in between some content. Which approach is the best? Okay, which approach is the recommended one? Do you want me to write directly like this, or you want me to enclose with one element? Which one is the recommended one? If you write like this, both are like my browser is going to render. But which one is the recommended one? Now onwards, no one is there to check, but which one is the recommended one? Enclose your content with one element. Enclose your content with one element. Now, come on. Whatever the content you written, that is placed inside the body. See this. Inside the body. That is rendered inside the browser or not. Okay, whatever the code you written, that is placed inside the body. First step done. Whatever the body has, that is rendered inside the browser or not. All agreed? Yes or no? If the body is not there, that means what? Nothing is there to render, so that nothing is visible inside the browser or not. All okay? Agreed? Okay, now onwards I said like, okay, place your content inside one tag. You can ask a question, hey, which tag you want me to use? Okay, there has multiple tags introduced by HTML people. Okay, which tags are frequently used? Those tags we are going to discuss. Now, can I open Google? Observe open body. Observe which tag is like, okay, we use it frequently. Observe div is there. Okay, style tag is there. Okay, frequently used tags, image tag is there. Frequently used. Okay, open one more website, ndtv.com. Go to elements tab, open body. Okay, open body, open div. Okay, inside this div, inside this. What is that? Which elements? Which elements are frequently we are using in the application development? Most of the times they are using div, images, anchors like that or not. So to learn HTML, if you know all the tags, okay, but no need to learn each and every tag. Okay, frequently used tags you should know. Okay, we are going to discuss like, okay, those frequently used tags in your web application development. Okay, those things we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay. Okay, can you do one thing? Can you create one simple hello world program by using HTML? Okay, and then go to this website, uijavakit.com, go to HTML. Can you read first two topics? Can you come for next class? At least the first one. Okay, if you want the video, you can go through this video. Okay, just okay, introduction, HTML introduction. Can you read and come for next class? Okay. Okay then. Okay, every day we are going to upload our files. Okay, let me upload our files first. Okay, newcomers, just wait. Okay, this is my job. Don't think more about this one, what I'm doing now. Admin details and everything, don't worry. Those people only will contact you. Okay. Okay then. So can you go to this website, newcomers? Can you go to this website? Who is joining from today onwards? I pasted in short. Can you go to this website? Newcomers, are you able to open? Are you able to open? Needed some responses. Are you able to open or not? Yeah. Okay, once you open, okay, come down, just click on the React.js tab. React.js style is there, right? Click on that. Once you click on the React.js style, okay, come down, you can see one link here. At last, before this VTS logo, you can see one tag or one link, today class. Click on the today class link. Once you click on this one, one file gets downloaded here, zip file. Go to that file and extract it. Once you extract it, you can see, okay, today what I uploaded, those files you can see. Open the content file. Newcomers, open the content file. See, the course duration is like 60 hours. As part of our course, we are going to start with HTML. Okay, it's take like 2 to 3 days, and then CSS we are going to start. These are the basic things are required. And then JavaScript. See this JavaScript, there has, okay, multiple topics are there. Don't think like after JavaScript completion only we are going to start like React. JavaScript and React go parallel, newcomers. Okay, up to CSS, okay, it's like sequence order, HTML and then CSS. But JavaScript and React like a go parallel. Whatever the React topic required the JavaScript knowledge, first we are going to cover that JavaScript topic and then comes to React. Like this, JavaScript and React go parallel. So these many JavaScript topics we are going to discuss. As part of React, okay, these many topics we are going to discuss. Just go through this content. If you have any questions, let me know. Once my application development is completed, I want to build that application, so that I want to introduce GoDaddy, AWS, and Vercel, okay, to deploy our code. Okay, it's like a DevOps. Version control Git we are going to use. It's also come under DevOps. Backend code, okay, as I said, web application, full-fledged application I want to develop. Okay, so that backend Node.js I want to use. Database is like a MongoDB. Okay, we are going to use. State management at application level, we are going to use like a Redux and JuiceStand libraries. And React hooks, okay, this is like a new topic they introduced in the 16.4 version, okay, to work with functional components. So class components are not there, so that these hooks are like very, very important. End-to-end application, we are going to discuss client application, server application, MongoDB. Just now I showed, right, one flow. That flow we are going to discuss by Node.js and GraphQL, Node with GraphQL. Okay, JWT tokens, how we can use, we'll see. Next.js we are going to cover React Native. Okay, not like more, okay, don't expect more, but React, if you know, you can easily work with Next. You can easily work with React Native. You can easily work with React with TypeScript. One Webpack application I want to, okay, configure. Next, as part of this course, these many softwares are required. Okay, for now Visual Studio Code is enough. We'll tell you when these softwares are required, that time you can install it. Okay, if you want to install, you can install it, no problem at all. We need the accounts also. Okay, GitHub account, you work with Git, Vercel account to deploy, MongoDB, Cloud Mongo, AWS to deploy the code in the AWS, to publish your library npm.js. Okay, this is our learning website. Okay, this is 24/7, 365 days. It is up and run. And these are the videos, last 2 sessions. Okay, these last 2 sessions you can walk through. Okay, first 10 days class videos I will provide up to CSS. After that, will not provide the videos. Okay, if you want videos, you can pay some extra amount, 3,000. Without videos, it's like 5,000. With videos, it's like 8,000 is the fee. Who want to put some experience? Okay, I suggest you take the videos. Okay, you can talk with admin, just take the videos. Why? Because you need to revise the sessions more. Okay. Any questions, newcomers? Anyone have any questions? Okay, remaining people can drop. If you don't have any questions, okay, working people, you can drop. You can drop. If you don't have any questions, just you can drop. Exactly 10:05, 10:10, we are going to wrap the session. Okay, maximum 10:05, we are going to close our sessions. Okay. Now you can unmute and talk. Who have the questions? Just unmute and talk.
Yeah, hi sir. So just my query is, you are means taking Redux in this batch. So it's like which middleware you will take, Redux Thung or the Redux toolkit?
We are using like Redux toolkit.
Okay. And will you cover the, like a unit testing in React.js?
Yeah, just in RTL.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, somewhere you can find here again testing just plus RTL.
Yeah, okay, because I know the rest of the things, just I want to learn the Redux and the unit testing in React.js. So that's why I'm doing the class. Yeah.
So could you please provide the job assistance after completing this code?
Second.
Could you provide the job assistance after completing this code?
For job assistance, we have one more batch. Okay, so check with Naresh IT. Okay, you have to write some test. Okay, entrance test. Okay, then only they are going to allow you to join that batch.
Sir, will you upload today's class, sir?
Second.
Will you upload today's class, sir?
Today's class, yes, they will upload. Okay, but tomorrow I will give you the link.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, today's class
Okay.
link will give you tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Fine.
For the, I see there's some lessons online, for example, on UI Java Kit. Is that the same lessons we learn if I come to the class, for example, if I miss a day? I can go online and learn it.
Can you repeat again?
If I miss a day, for example, can I go online on UI Java Kit and learn it that way?
Yeah. Okay, that is one approach. Another one is like, anyway, we are going to give the programs and everything, right? Okay, you can go through that programs daily basis. We are going to upload those programs like this. Okay, if you have any questions, just you can ask.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, if you need any help, if you're stuck with something, you can directly set up a call. Okay, Zoom call. Okay, you can drop a mail so that we can connect one-to-one. That's also possible.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, actually, I have completed Python and Django also, sir. Then what is the most important for me, like Node.js or React.js right now?
See, you completed like Python, right? It's like a server side.
Yes.
Okay, Django
Yes,
or Flask used like a server side web frame. Okay, it's a web framework, Django. Okay, so React is a client. You can create one service in the Python with Django. So my React is going to communicate with Django. Got my point? My Django is going to communicate with MongoDB. You can insert the data or perform some operations. So React is like a common. Okay, React is like common to communicate with any server-side technology. Okay, now you know Django, so that you can create one Django application, or with React you can communicate. Okay, in our class we are going to discuss like Node.js. So Django, if you know, that is well and good.
Node.js also required for me.
Second?
Node.js also required.
Node.js also required. Okay, then the time, okay, here the total course is not, okay, we are going to teach Node.js course. It's not a Node.js course. It's like React full, and Node.js, it's like a, okay, 20 to 30% we are going to cover.
No, sir. I want to know.
No, sir, he
Node.js
want to
also
ask
required
that.
for me, sir.
So if he have knowledge of the Python, then he can go with the React.js. So that will be fine for him.
But that's okay, right? That's what I'm telling. Okay, instead of Node.js, if you have the knowledge in Python, then the time it's okay. Okay, instead of Python, there has multiple things are there, right? The server-side applications here, if you see, there has multiple ways you can create the server-side application. Okay, here you can use like a Node.js, Python, Java.NET. If you know Python, you can create one server-side application. In our class, we are going to discuss like Node.js to create a server-side application. You said like already you know Python to create a server-side application. Yes. Okay. React application you can create. You know already Python application with Django you can create. My React is going to communicate with Python now instead of Node, and it is going to communicate with MongoDB. My Python is going to communicate with MongoDB instead of Node.js. Okay, just you can replace with Python in your case. Got my point? But in our
Yes, sir.
class, Node.js we are going to teach. If you want to learn, okay, just you can learn it.
Sir, batch ended date when, sir?
Again,
When was the batch start and ended, sir?
Next.js.
When was this batch starting date and ending date, sir? Actually,
Ending date that is not in our hands. Starting date is like, okay, 2 days completed. Ending date from now onwards 2.5 months you can calculate minimum.
sir, one more last doubt, sir. Actually, I have the career guidance need, sir. Actually, I have completed my degree in distance education, sir. So, does it take any flaw while placements? Takes any issues while
That is not an issue. You completed your degree, right? Just you can mention like completed degree in this particular year. Don't mention like, okay, it's a distance or it's like a regular. No need to mention, no one ask also. If you have stuff, if you are able to crack the interview, then the time no one asks you are from where. Okay, it's like a regular or it's like a distance.
So, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is there any offline classes? Only online classes are providing.
My batch is like only online, but some other faculty is going to take like offline also. You can check with Naresh IT for offline sessions.
Sir?
Yep.
Sir, I have 4 years career gap, sir, but recently I passed out 2022. I can apply, if I can apply 3 years experience, sir.
Yeah. Okay, that means you have 4 years career gap and recently you joined and complete your master degree or something like that, 2022.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, in that case, okay, you can do one thing. For example, you completed degree.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
4 years gap is there. Then the time
Yes.
just fill that gap is like, okay, work as a faculty somewhere like that you can tell. Okay, after that you joined masters. Okay, 2022 you completed. 2022 onwards, just you can put like 1.5 year of experience as a, okay, software engineer. Okay, first 3 years gap, just you can say like, okay, just I worked like a faculty, like that you can say. That's the best thing.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions, anyone?
Sir, after completion this course, is there any internship providing from your side?
Internship, my side. Okay, that's what. Okay, we have a separate batch for placements. You have to check with Naresh IT. Once you complete this course, you have to write the test. If you pass, then the time they will only suggest you, okay, placement assistance and everything they will provide. Okay, you need to check with Naresh IT. Okay. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, do you take HTML CSS total 10 days, sir?
Yeah, obviously. Why? Because first 10 days it's a kind of demo sessions, but we utilize that one. Why? Because some people after 10 days just JavaScript plus React both combined, and we are going to start. Why? Because first 10 days, okay, some people are joining, some people are going. Okay, that kind of shuffling will happen. That's the reason. Okay, directly we not start React. If we start also, again we have to repeat the same things again and again.
Yes, yes.
Understood?
Understood.
Yeah.
Sir, are we first going to complete HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then React?
No. HTML, CSS only. JavaScript and React go parallel. That's what I'm telling. Okay, don't think like after completion of JavaScript, React is going to start. Don't think like that.
Okay.
Okay, whenever
Yes.
React is required some JavaScript knowledge, first we are going to cover JavaScript topic and then come back to React like that.
Sir, actually, I learned HTML, JavaScript 1 month ago in IT, Naresh IT. Do you take 10 days? How can you manage both HTML, CSS?
Okay, that's what. Okay, here what things are required for React, I'm going to teach. Okay, at the same time with that knowledge, if you put some effort, you can learn full course. Okay, how to learn, I'm going to teach. Okay, here in HTML there has 50 tags are there. Okay, put the side heading like p tag. What is the purpose? Okay, here not like that. Okay, got my point?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, so my thing is like total HTML has to cover within 3 days, means 3 hours, and make you people comfort with HTML. Okay, by your own you should have to learn. Okay, like that I want to make it. I'm trying to make you people.
Yes, sir.
Got my point?
Got it, sir. Got it.
Yeah. Any other questions, anyone?
Tomorrow also is the demo session, sir. Can we provide that link, Zoom ID?
Okay, same link. Okay, if the link will get changed anytime, okay, we are going to intimate you. Okay, Naresh people, admin is going to intimate you. Okay, first 1 week like that, don't worry about the links and everything. Just attend the session. Okay, after that they only tell. Okay, the fees details and everything. Okay, they will follow up you. Okay, don't worry about
that. Was nice, sir. Thank you.
Any questions? Anyone? Anyone have any questions?
Sir, after complete React.js,
Monday to Saturday, the sessions are like Monday to Saturday. Okay, Sunday no session. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
After complete React.js, do you provide any real-time project 1 and 2?
Okay, that's what. Okay, in this course we are going to discuss like let me open our course content. What is that? Let's take one end-to-end application. This is only one end-to-end application. This is what? Okay, one online test. Okay, this application only can elaborate it. Okay, online application is there. Who is going to write that test? Students. Okay, so create one student registration page. Okay, ask them to log in. Student login page you can create. Okay, you are the admin, for example. You create the questions, create one question form. I am the student, I am going to log in. Okay, I want to write the test. So fetch the data from the database. These all like one application only, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that my requirement may be changed. One application to another application, my requirement may be changed. The concepts, what we are going to use, all these things are like same or not. If you know one end-to-end flow, okay, so application, if they change, no problem at all. The flow and everything is like same or not. The same form only we are going to communicate with the server. Server is going to keep the data in the database. Okay, fetch the data, show the data, render the data in the tabular format or some other format like that. Got the point?
I got it. Got it.
So one end-to-end flow you should learn properly.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir?
content file I already told, right? Download from here. I already told download and extract it. You can see the content. You're asking again content file. Ramesh. Okay, click on that link. What I shared. Click on that link and come down. Click on the today class link. Okay, one zip file downloaded. You can extract it. There you can see the content file. Go ahead. Somebody is asking something.
Sir,
Yeah.
if I join, if I can enter to IT sector 2 years experience, what type of things I learned, sir?
Say this course, if you observe this course content and everything, to crack the interview, okay, this course is enough. That means two things. One is like getting the job, another one is like surviving.
Hello.
Okay, getting the job is
Ah.
like easy for you, maybe. Okay, if you know this
Sir.
content and everything, okay, you can easily tell the answers. Okay, you may get the job, but surviving thing is like very, very
Exactly.
important. Surviving thing. Okay, so for that purpose, day to day you have to practice more, whatever the concepts. Okay, this course is suitable for 2 to 3 years of experience who want to put this course is like very okay, good thing, suitable for them. Okay, why? Because we are going to start from scratch. Okay, day to day we are going to give some assignments. Okay, concept wise we are going to deliver the session, so that if you know the concept, on top of that concept, any questions if you get, you can easily answer it. You have to practice that concept multiple times. Then that time, okay, you only can come to know, okay, for this particular requirement this concept is required, like that. Got my point? So from your end, my end, just I'm going to cover this content. From your end, daily basis we are going to give some assignments. You should have to practice. Then okay, you can crack the interview, you can survive also.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay, important thing is like you should have to practice more. Two things. You are not able to understand, okay, the concept. Okay, if you are not able to understand, then the time, okay, no one can do anything. Okay, you can drop from there, from here. Okay, you are able to understand, still you are not able to do anything. Okay, if I give the requirement, that is lack of practice. Okay, you are belongs to which category, you only come to know. You are not able to understand, okay, don't waste your time and search for another thing. Okay, this is not only the life, right? Okay, there is multiple ways for that to survive. You are able to understand, but still you are not, I am not able to do anything. Then the time, that is lack of practice. Okay, within 1 hour I am able to understand all the concept, means you are not able to do anything, means you're not practicing anything. Okay, just you forgot. Why you forgot? Lack of practice. Okay, you are belongs to which category, you only decide. Okay, do your things based on that.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Go ahead.
Hello. Yes, sir. So I have worked as a front-end developer last 4 years using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, everything with jQuery. And right now I want to shift with React.js.
Okay.
So will it be comfortable for me?
Yeah, obviously, right? Okay, you know HTML and CSS. Okay, so that it's a matter of learning the React with some JavaScript knowledge. That is easy for you. Okay, that is required also for you. No one is using JavaScript, jQuery right nowadays.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, how to practice React and everything, I will tell. Don't worry about that. Wait for some time. Okay, freshers. Okay, how to apply means, okay, my thing is like, if you have gap, okay, just try as an experience. Don't try like a fresher. Okay, I don't have any gap. Okay, just you can show minimum 9 months you are working like an intern in one company, like that you can show minimum. Okay, still, okay, you don't have any gap. Okay, then the time just you can apply for the freshers in, go to their particular website, tcs.com, Infosys. Okay, go to the careers. Okay, and you can apply it. That is only the option. Freshers. Okay, if you have a gap 6 months above, okay, just put like, okay, some experience. If you have 6 months gap, okay, 3 months is required to learn, so around you can get like 1 year gap. Just put like 1 year gap as a React experience.
Sir,
Yeah.
what do you tell? I will change future front end to server side. What is your opinion, sir?
Okay, it is not like, okay, it's just shifted from front end to server. Okay, along with front end, you can learn some back end technology also. Nowadays, people are not like only I want front end developer, only I want like back end developer. Okay, they are looking for a full stack engineers. Okay, you are the person to write front end code as well as back end also. Okay, my thing is like, if you learn React, then the time, if you have time, then the time just you can learn like either Java or Python or .NET, whatever you want. Okay, or next Node.js you can learn. Okay, then the time you can become like what, modern stack engineer. Okay, like that you can extend your knowledge. Okay, don't stick with only React. Today maybe React, tomorrow another one is going to rule, come into the market and rule. Got my point?
Yeah, got it, sir. If what am I doubt, sir? And React to I go to Angular or Node.js front end, but I will change Java and Python. What do you good steps, sir? Go to Angular, go to Java in future.
Okay,
Understand?
Java. Okay, you can repeat again.
Sir, if I first I will join, right, sir. After 2 years, if I want to go to Angular and front Angular 2 and
Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, sir.
Maybe that guy lost. Okay, any other questions, anyone?
Sir, I can pay the fee today itself.
No.
And
They will tell. Don't worry about that. Okay, they will tell. Okay, they will give you the details and everything. Just wait.
Okay.
So how they approach us, sir, through mail or through call?
No, that's what. At the time of joining this meeting, just give valid email ID, valid phone number. Okay, they only contact. Okay.
Sir, what about Next.js and Vue.js, sir?
Okay, Next.js is a framework on top of React. Vue is like a separate framework. Okay, separate library, you can say. Okay, if Naresh IT people is not responded, just you can drop a mail. Okay, sometimes they are busy. Okay, you can drop, okay, in the uijava.com feedback section. This is my email ID. If you have any questions regarding this content, okay, just you can drop a mail so that I can respond. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Hello. So we will get notes in this UI Java kit only daily.
Okay. Daily basis, we are going to upload our programs and everything in the uijava.com. Yeah.
Okay. So that is valid for 1 day only because we have to download it. On that day it is valid.
No, not like that. Not like that. Okay.
So it will be available for.
Available. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So are we going to cover Node.js in depth, sir?
In depth, not. That's what. Okay. I'm using Node.js only for writing APIs to communicate with my MongoDB database.
So sir, for putting 3 years of experience, it will be more than enough, sir.
Okay, if you are like just put like a React.js developer only, then that's okay, right? Got my point?
Sir?
You can put like a 3 years of experience like a React.js developer. React.js developer, you can mention. Okay, we are going to cover React, all the topics and everything. That is enough.
Okay, sir. No, I thought that they need Node.js also. So.
Okay, that time, okay, just you can learn outside Node.js. Okay, directly, no need to learn any course or something. Okay, if you have JavaScript knowledge, okay, directly you can learn Node.js through internet. Got my point? Okay, otherwise, if you require, then the time we have a separate Node.js course is there in Naresh, you have to check with. Okay, because Node.js course is like 60 days course that is there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then we'll continue on things in tomorrow's class. Thank you guys. Bye.